Welcome back. Today is day 2 and it's alphabet B for board. No. What can B be for? Boots, no. Bottle, no. Box, no. B for this. B for, I hope you know what this is. B for books. It's rather simple. You know, one of the other oxymorons of life is, please don't go to my shoes, okay, because I'm not wearing good shoes. One of the oxymorons that we spoke about yesterday is that it's easy, it's difficult, both at the same time. Some of the most basic things in life are the only things you will need to shine as a brilliant lawyer. Books, very inexpensive to buy. Usually a book will be cheaper than a pizza. And it surprises me no end that even in flourishing cosmopolitan cities such as Bombay, Delhi, Chennai, there are students who have enrolled for law who have never read a single entire novel in their whole life. You have no business to be in law. In fact, you have no business to be in Bombay. If you are a 22, 23-year-old girl or a boy and you have not completed one full book ever in your life, shame on you. You know, you should take chullu bhar pani and drown yourself like this. Don't take too much water because water is precious. Okay, just take this much and drown yourself and give it to your next friend who has also not read a novel or a book. B for boot camp. Boot camp, go to Google, what does it mean? It's not a camp with a lot of boots. It's not a showroom of boots. Boot camp means military training for soldiers. Boot camp means grueling discipline in a short period of time to ensure that you pick up a lot of skills, a lot of discipline in a very short compressed period of time. In 26 days, we are doing 26 alphabets. Yesterday was A for alarm. We just recorded A for attitude as a substitute for alarm. Today is B for books. Now the good thing about books is they are inexpensive, as I said. Here's one of my favorites, John Grisham. If you're a law student and you don't know who John Grisham is, please get out of your course today. You're a dhabba to the profession already. Imagine the sacrilege and the scandal you will bring to our profession if you don't know John Grisham. A writer from United States, writes legal thrillers. It's like a medical student not knowing what's his name, Robin Cook, or somebody who writes medical thrillers. Novels of all kinds, all types of novels. Pick up anything and read. You know, make books your friends. Here's a digest on anti-corruption laws. Be eclectic in your choice. Eclectic. There's another one. John Grisham, Fort County. Collection of his short stories. A good way to fall in love with John Grisham. Very short, digestible stories. And then what? Ali the Magnificent. Hazrat Ali, the first disciple and follower of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Tipping point, and you know, it's just falling all over, and it should be like that. And then of course, law of dots. Just for you. Dots means twisted. And Specific Relief Act. And here's Legal Confidential. Ranjiv Dubey. This is a must read for anybody that wants to choose the legal profession, particularly in India. Highly recommended. Inside an Elusive Mind, Prabhakaran. Alright. And here is the quotes of India. This particular book I think cost some 2,000 rupees. My friend and brother Vidyut Shah, I bought it from him. It tells you about the history of courts in India. Yeah, there's so much more, Criminal Procedure Code. Oh yeah, here's another one. Daily rituals. Okay, it describes the daily rituals of some of the greatest artists of our time. I'm reading from a passage here. It will intrigue you. Kafka is one of 161 inspired and inspiring minds, among them novelists, poets, playwrights, so on and so forth, who describe how they subtly maneuver the many obstacles and self-imposed daily rituals to get done the work they love to do. How beautiful. The daily routines to get done the work they love to do, whether by waking early or staying up late, whether by self-medicating with whether by self-medicating with donuts or bathing, drinking vast quantities of coffee, so on and so forth. Interesting anecdotes about great people and how they lived a daily life. You have Karl Marx there, I think there's Vincent van Gogh. Something that I picked up from this book, as I recall from my memory, is, it's the phrase called tyranny of moods. Something that you all get affected by. What is tyranny of moods? Mood nahi hai. Your mood got jacked by that useless boy that you have in your life, or that useless girl you have in your life. Okay, so mood nahi hai, man nahi hai. That's called tyranny of moods. How do you counter tyranny of moods? With discipline, with a daily routine, with a daily ritual. Now, routine, ritual brings vistas of boredom in your mind. It doesn't have to be. Look at the fun I'm having doing what I'm doing for you. It can be fun. Make it fun. This video, I could have been just shooting, sitting in my cabin or in the conference room and doing something like this. Be for books. You need to read a lot of books, and books, blah blah blue, books, blah blah blah, blue. Look at this. I didn't spend any money to do this. I'm having fun doing this video for you. How can you have fun with books? What kind of books do you want to read? You have a freedom of choice within discipline. You have a freedom of choice within discipline. I'm going to quote from Francis Bacon. Yeah, I'm going to read. Some books are to be tasted, others are to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. Like cows do. They chew it and then they take it inside. And I think cows have a special mechanism when they're resting, they bring it out and then they chew it again. It's called something, it's called regurgitating, or there's a word to that process where the cow brings it out and takes it back again. One of you fans, Asta Hamza, send me that word since we're talking about books. What is that process by which a cow quickly, eats up all the grass and then sits aram se and then brings it back to the mouth and then chews and send it back again? That's what you need to do with some other books. So in other words, in some books are to be read only in parts, like that, what's that, 50 Shades of Blue or Blue Pawn or whatever, 50 Shades of Grey. It's not a book. It's called Mummy Pawn. It's if read it. If you've never read a book, 50 Shades of Grey, please read it. Okay, because at least you'll read 2 pages of that. It's such shit. Now, 50 Shades of Grey, I think I've read it. In that, if I'm not mistaken, the protagonist's name is Anastasia, or something like that. And she's some chick who is lost in the world, and she's like, she doesn't know what to do. So she meets a very young, dashing, dude, right? That's what you call these dumb guys, dude. So this dude gives her a taste of lust I think he practices violent kind of lust. So he ties her, beats her. It's that. Okay, I found it eminently throwable in the dustbin. If Anastasia wants to be beaten, if Anastasia wants to be abused, she should just come to India and find a boyfriend from some parts of this country. She'll be beaten to glory. Let me not go there because this will get controversial. The point I'm saying is 50 Shades of Grey, read one page, throw it in the dustbin. John Grisham, on the other hand, you can chew every page. It's almost making me salivate. Now there's this book called The Camino Islands. In that book, Camino Islands, I have a habit of taking a highlighter and highlighting whatever it is that I like. Okay, take a highlighter when you're sitting with the books and highlight that one sentence which most applies to you. Write that one sentence that you want to come back to. Okay, like that trekking shit that you went for with that loser, and then you found a bench which is overlooking the kai in which you both should have jumped. Okay,